Turkish Export Climate Index declined in July. Turkish Export Climate Index declined in July. The Istanbul Chamber of Industry (ICI) Turkish Manufacturing Industry Export Climate Index, which measures the operating conditions of the Turkish manufacturing sector in the main export markets, decreased to 57.7 in July, but still remained well above the threshold of 50.0, indicating a strong improvement in the export climate. Thus, demand conditions in export markets have improved over the last 6 months. The Istanbul Chamber of Industry Turkish Manufacturing Industry Export Climate Index, which was 58.5 in June, decreased to 57.7 in July, but the threshold value remained well above 50.0, indicating a strong improvement in the export climate. Thus, demand conditions in export markets have improved over the last 6 months. Growth rate at record high in Germany. Largest market production volume continued to increase strongly in July in all of the USA and several European countries, which are the most important export markets of Turkish manufacturers. The increase in production gained momentum in Germany, which is the largest foreign market of the Turkish manufacturing sector and whose share in exports is approximately 10%. While the growth rate reached a record level in Germany, it was recorded at the highest level in 3.5 years in Italy. Growth in all other export markets decelerated compared to June, but maintained its strong course. These markets included countries such as the UK, USA, France, Spain and the Netherlands. The outlook is complex in the Middle East. In the Middle East, there was a complex outlook in terms of demand conditions. While economic activity recorded sharp increases in Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates (UAE), and Qatar, the UAE recorded the strongest growth in non-oil production in the last 2 years. On the other hand, activity in Egypt shrank again, while Lebanon remained in the contraction zone. Demand fell sharply in many countries where the increase in the number of COVID-19 cases and related restrictions in July negatively affected activities. The most significant decreases in economic activity occurred in Myanmar, Uganda, Malaysia, Indonesia and Vietnam. However, the problems in these countries, whose total share in Turkish manufacturing industry exports is limited to 0.5%, do not have a significant direct impact on the export climate of Turkish manufacturers. While the growth rates of other countries such as China and Brazil increased compared to June, a loss of momentum was observed in Russia. In India, after the sharp contraction caused by COVID-19 in June, economic activity remained almost flat in July. Commenting on the Istanbul Chamber of Industry Turkey Export Climate Index, Andrew Harker, economy director of IHS Markit, said, economic activity continued to revive in all key export markets of Turkish manufacturing industrialists in July. The continuity provided in growth will support the sales performance of exporters in the coming months. However, the COVID-19 pandemic remains a clear threat and is causing sharp declines in economic activity in many Asian markets. Although Turkish manufacturers are not overly affected by the weaknesses in these markets, the potential impact of these weaknesses on the already troubled global supply chains may be cause for concern.